Canada's carbon tax is about to rise once again. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist for the Toronto Sun. I know what you're thinking. The carbon tax is gone. Mark Carney killed it. Mark Carney axed the tax. You've been hearing all about that, but, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. Carney killed off the consumer carbon tax, or, to put it in correct terms, he reduced it down to zero when he had his little signing ceremony in the cabinet meeting last week. Now, that's the consumer carbon tax. It's not gone, it's reduced to zero. But the industrial carbon tax, that's still in place. And on April 1st, it goes up again by 20%. That's why Pierre Poilievre, Canada's Conservative leader, was at a steel mill, a place where they're going to face this increase in just over 2 weeks. And he was telling them, I will get rid of the entire carbon tax.
But now that Trump is hitting Canadian industry with a massive tariff, Carney is saying that he will impose a massive carbon tax on Canadian businesses. The combination of Trump's tariffs and Carney's carbon taxes would be a disaster for the workers behind me. But I won't let that happen. Today I am announcing that a common sense, Canada First Conservative government will repeal the entire carbon tax, including the federal backstop that requires provinces impose industrial taxes. There will be no taxes on consumers, no taxes on Canadian industries.
Now, the Liberals, who spent the whole weekend patting themselves on the back for killing off one of their signature policies, the one that they used to say we can't get rid of, and if you do want to get rid of, you hate the planet, well, they spent all weekend saying that, and then when Poilievre said he'll get rid of the total carbon tax, they said, aha, you have no plan for climate. Neither do the Liberals, by the way. This was not reducing emissions as they promised. Other things are reducing emissions, but not this. And this is just their way to beat people up or pat themselves on the back. It depends on the day. If you don't like the Liberals' priorities and their principles, don't worry. They've got more in the back. They'll change it for you. Poilievre, though, he's being steadfast. He will get rid of the carbon tax in full, and he will unlock the potential of this country to take advantage of its natural resources. Canada is incredibly wealthy when it comes to resources. We just haven't done the right things to make the country wealthy by exploiting those resources, taking advantage of them. He's promising to do that, to unleash the Canadian economy so we're not reliant on the Americans, so that we can expand trade with other countries, not just have meetings with them, but have actual trade. Here's an example he gave about trading with France instead of meeting with France the way Carney did.
But meetings alone will not diversify our trade. We have a decade of non-stop international meetings, yet the share of our trade that goes, our exports that go to France and the UK has not budged. Why? Because we cannot get our products over the Atlantic. The Trudeau-Carney Liberals have blocked pipelines, LNG plants, mines, and other infrastructure that is needed to get our products over the Atlantic to the Europeans. I give you the example of France. France signed a natural gas supply agreement with Qatar. We could be selling that gas. We have 1,300 trillion cubic feet of natural gas right beneath our feet. We have cold weather, as you're experiencing today, which makes it cheaper to liquefy the gas. We have clean hydroelectricity to power that liquefaction. The steel from places like this could go in an LNG plant, or in, I should say, dozens of LNG plants right across the East Coast and the West Coast and the Saguenay region. So why don't we repeal C-69, the No New Pipelines law, rapidly approve LNG plants, pipelines, mines, port expansions, so that we don't have to sell 100% of our natural gas exports to the Americans. I would have liked to seen Mr. Carney come home with a natural gas supply agreement signed with the French, the way the Qataris have done.
The Liberals keep trying to tell you that Poilievre has no plan. That is absolutely false. You heard just one example right there, and there are many others to come. But this election is going to be a knife fight. It has become close because people are concerned about what is happening south of the border. Well, let me tell you this. While Donald Trump's tariffs are a threat, so are the issues that he's going to deal with in the American economy to unleash their economy. The Liberal policies we've been living under for the last 10 years and Mark Carney's policies will not unleash the Canadian economy. They will not make us more competitive. They'll keep the resources in the ground, and we will not survive. Poilievre's got the plan. Remember that as we head into this election. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Share this on social media. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.